Hi, today I'm going to make a progress video, and I'm going to show you, well, all I have done. Here in the asset browser, you can see I have, I think, one note, a few objects, I have a jump pad, a return pad, stairs up to the left, stairs up to the right. There is a distinguishing factor between those, and we'll get to that in the progress video. And a wall. These jump pads are for transitions from inside of buildings to outside of buildings. The main game controller right now just sets up a few variables. The NPC, there is a lot to it that I will not get to in this progress video. The pause menu has a bunch of stuff, and hopefully all of that I will get to in the progress menu. And the player just right now is for walking around and talking to NPCs. That's all it does. I have one room, the Debug Room. This Debug Room is very simple. It doesn't have all that much in it as of yet. It has the NPC, the player, a jump pad, a return pad, walls, and stairs. This one is up to the left, and this one is up to the right. All of this that will not be visible. The player will have a different texture. The NPCs will have a different texture. Then I have some scripts. I've used scripts to basically save a little bit of my brain and my sanity. This one sets up the store to have any and all items that I'm going to have it sell. I do need a method to set up each individual store so that I can determine what each individual store has, but right now any NPC can be turned into a store. Very useful. Dev mode right now only gives you $99,999 and a few extra nines. I forget how much. I just did a bunch of nines in a row. The equipment setup adds the equipment to the game. It's not complete, and I will have to change a lot of the values so that individual characters can equip certain items. Right now, I think it's set up for anyone to equip anything. Item descriptions is the descriptions of the items. Right now, the game has, I don't have any items currently added to the player's inventory, so the player has nothing. Item setup, this adds all the items to the game. These are lists, visual aid for the players so that they know what they have and where they have it in their inventory. Party member setup. Right now, this adds party members to the game. I can use it later on to expand the number of playable characters if I want. And I will need to do so. Store descriptions. These are the descriptions that the stores tell you about their items. it is going to be different. It is different than what the player says for each item. Store list. This is, I think, the visual for the stores, so that they can show you what they have. Store update. This one took me a bit to make. It makes the stores active, as in more than just the player is buying stuff from the stores. This is a test conversation, and this is another test conversation. Without further ado, let's boot up the game. This right now is the Debug Room. It's not very active as of yet. I can walk around. I can touch a teleport pad and move to the next one, and then I can touch that one and move back. The point is to have it so that I can have a building over here, and then over here where the player can't normally get to or see, I can have a much larger inside. So that is one of the old tricks that they did in the past. I can ram into walls, and I can go downstairs. Please note, I'm pushing the right button only. I'm not pushing a down or up button. And I can just transition from being on stairs. And this will definitely help with the look and the feel of the game, as to it being a forced 3D perspective. So now I'm done with the walking around bits. Let's do some talking with the enter button. So paragraph 1, paragraph 2. This one has a question which has 4 possible answers, although right now they don't do anything. This is paragraph 4, and then that NPC is, that's all that NPC has to say. This one is, this NPC says nothing for now. This NPC says nothing for now. This NPC says paragraph 1, 2, and I can buy something, so I will say yes for now. Buy, and right now he has no stock of anything. I've removed all of his items, as I have got all the descriptions for them. And I'm going to give him armor and equipment next, so that he can give me some, so I can make some descriptions for that. I can say sell, but right now the sell function is not I have not added that. And I can exit. Now I can actually talk. How you talk to the players, I have it so that it is how you talk to the NPCs, I have it different how you approach them. If you approach them from the front, they will say something. And if you approach them from the back, they say something different. And then they do that. Now this one says, most people don't like it when you approach them from the back. This one is going to be the tutorial saying, hey, don't do that. And this one says nothing. This one says nothing. So let's go to the pause menu. I can press right to go to the characters, and I can press enter to select a character. Then I can press down or up, and I can change where the character is. So now character 1 is in character 2 slot, and so on and so forth. And one of the ways I tested this is by button mashing, and that's how I found out that everything was wrong. It took me some time to get to this point. I think it took 3 times to get all this right. Other than moving a character when you have your one selected, you could change the row so that they're either in the front or in the back. 0 is in the back. I might change that to say back guard, and then the front row would be the advance, or there was a term I was going to use for it. I can go into equipment and I can change the equipment of the character. I can remove the equipment of the characters. I can remove all of the equipment from the characters. Right now I can't auto-equip. That scares me. Whenever you leave the equipment menu, it goes back to the character that you have selected. I wasn't thinking that I was going to be able to do this at first, but then I found a way, and it just makes it so much better. If any of the characters had AP points or ability points, I could go into the skills menu, but I have not set that up yet, as it's going to be part of the battle system. And right now they just have character 1, 2, 3, and 4 as their names. I can go into stats, but right now every one of them is the same, and I do need to change that. But that might be for another day. And I can go into settings, and I can go into UI or user interface and change the text box background if I had different ones of them to go to. The text box outline, which same thing, I don't have any other alternatives. The menu background, I don't have any alternatives yet. And the auto advances text boxes. So whenever you talk to people, it will auto advance it to a question, and then whenever you answer that question, it will continue to auto advance until the next question. Something for speedrunners. And then we have the increment speed, how fast it goes. It goes from 5 seconds to 1 second to half a second to 1/4 of a second to very fast. I might not keep these settings. I might change them just for funsies. Then we have the save game. Save feature has not been implemented yet. I do not want to have to keep adding to it and adding to it and adding to it. This will probably be the last feature that I add, as well as the load feature, because same reason, I don't know what all I need to add to the game yet to allow it to do that. The reset button is just to press it and reset it. However, right now, since it is in debug mode, it will crash the program instead of resetting it. Don't know why this happens, but that is okay. I've tested it in the full, just play the game, and it seems to work, but it doesn't work here. And exit mode just exits the game, and I can do that right. Yeah, because I've shown you everything. And that is the update video.